What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Surreal Entertainment. So today is going to be a little bit different. I hope you guys can see pretty good, but I'm using my phone to film because I forgot my camera. But we are doing a main thing on my car that I've been waiting for a long period of time, and I want to get that on film and put it on the channel. So I hope you guys still enjoy the video. It's going to be a little bit lower of a quality, the filming, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to drive back 20 minutes to my house right now and get my camera. So that said, we're doing this. So we have here either a JBR or HTP 3.5 inch intake. We're not 100% sure which one it is. The tuner knows what it is though, so I'll let you guys know later on this. BNR S3 Turbo. We have 3.5 bar map sensor with the harness. We have a Cobb Boost Controller, and of course all the goodies that comes with the turbo. Currently what we have in the car is the cork sport intake with a cork sport inlet pipe and stuff, and then we have all the upgrades that I previously I think mentioned in the video when I was at I think TJ's warehouse or something. So that's a stock turbo back there, so we're gonna get that guy out because it's a little bit too old already, and it's smoking and it's bad and I hate it and everybody hates it and it should die. So I'm gonna turn it into a lamp. So with the camera situation, since I am filming on my phone, it's going to be a little bit different. I am going to still have a couple of time lapses, but I don't know how they're going to turn out because they're coming off on my phone. So first things first, we're actually going to do also a coolant flush and a oil change, of course, because might as well do it. And everything's going to be nice and fresh in the car. We already have our first tune, which is our bass tune from Purple Drank Tuning. Shout out to Will Dawson. If you guys want to tune your car by them, Purple Drank, they're one of the best ones not in town, but just in America and stuff to tune for. Also Freak Tune and some other tunes, but I recommend Purple Drank. So if you guys want to go and tune your cars by them, it's pretty cheap. It's about $275 or so now. I guess the prices went up a little bit, but all the tuners went up. So it is what it is. You know, we kind of hate the price, but we can't live without it. So we're gonna have to do what we got to do to get our cars tuned right. So we had our bass tune from him. We're gonna have to do a couple of maps afterwards, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably do a video on how to do the actual pulls and the actual logging for the tuner, so you guys would know when you get your email from the tuner and stuff. It's a little bit confusing the first time if you're especially a first timer, so that's why I'm probably gonna do a video on each specific log. So that said, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing down the bumper right now so we can get all that coolant and the oil out of the car. And currently we have a fan in the car, so it cools down the turbo so we can start unbolting things. Alright guys, so where are we at right now? So far we have removed the intake here. We also removed, what do we remove so far? All the heat shields and everything. Right now my homie is unbolting the downpipe down there from the actual turbo. You have to be very careful when you remove your stock ones, because if it's been removed before, chances are, no, actually if it's never been removed before, sorry, the chances are you're probably going to snap a bolt or two into your turbo. So make sure your car is still a little bit hot when you're removing it, and put a whole bunch of penetrating lubricant in order for those bolts not to snap. That talking about
help. They still snap.
Most of the time they snap.
I don't know why. They just fucking always snap.
You just gotta be very careful. I mean, I'm sure you can get them out without snapping them, but we already snapped one, so it doesn't really matter to me because this turbo's going trash or making it into a lamp, as I said. So to me it doesn't matter if the bolts snap into the turbo housing. On the downside pipe, downpipe side, there is no thread, so they can't really get stuck in the downpipe because there's just a hole there. So worst case scenario, you do snap a bolt, it's going to be in the turbo, and that's pretty much that. Other than that, after we get that turbo out, new turbo is going in, and continue doing the project. So I'm not showing you guys into detail how exactly to do this because, I mean, it's kind of really hard to film. There's, I think, 4 or 5 bolts in the turbo that goes into the downpipe. That's the downpipe. I have a cork sport. Homeboy over there, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you probably won't be able to see, but yeah. So that's where you remove bolts. That's how you get the downpipe away from the turbo, and then from that point on, you can start unbolting the turbo from the actual car and pull it out. Prior to that, you do have to take your probably battery tray out and
battery
your intake.
tray, battery, ECU, intake, fuel line, fuel feed line, your
all that stuff.
Your purge valve, solenoid valve, valve line, and your intake vacuum line out for your brake booster. All has to come out.
So a bunch of stuff gotta come out. So make sure you take all those out so it makes your life much easier. This is, of course, the wiring for the ECU here. This is all my extra wiring for all extra bullcrap stuff. And then we actually straightened out my intercooler. Now you guys can see. Just don't look at his nutsack, but now it's perfectly.
Look at those Armenian nuts.
Now it's perfectly straight at a 90-degree angle. And yeah, and there's my little bracketing deal that I did. There's just one bolt there that's really tight, and then there's a bolt there, and then there's a bolt that goes into the car right there. And yeah, it's on there for life. It's not coming off. Like, I can shake it if I want to. It's not even budging, so it's really strong on there. All right, continue working, and I'll keep you guys updated. Awesome sauce. We just got our shipment from O'Reilly's. They do deliver, if you guys don't know. They price matched us on the oil from Walmart and stuff. So we saved ourselves probably about 30-40 bucks. So what we have here, Rotella T6 for a Mazda Speed 3. Pretty much that's the best oil you can put in there. A lot of people put O'Reilly's all day. Water wetter for the coolant. That makes stuff way cooler, especially if you live in Vegas like us. 120 degrees. It's not a happy camper, the car. So that's gonna help. Pristine 50/50 pre-diluted antifreeze coolant. That's what we're gonna put in. And now, since he's unbolting things, I'm gonna start draining stuff.
No,
after he's done with the downpipe. Cause get your butt crack out of there so I can get draining, bruh. All right. So what are we doing now, broski?
We transferred over the coolant feed line. Well, actually, it comes with a new coolant feed line.
No, it comes with a new coolant feed line.
Feed.
That's right.
And use the OEM coolant drain and the OEM oil drain and the OEM oil feed. Tore down the banjo bolts to 35 foot-pounds. At least that's what my memory says they go to. Just remember, good and fucking tight. Don't be afraid to torque them down.
So we're putting the new
studs
in now
with a little bit of
anti-seize.
Yeah.
And yeah. So pretty much rebuilding a little turbo roll kick, or not rebuilding it, but putting it back together-ish, and then mounting on the car. But before that, we're gonna get some pizza because we're hungry.
These nuts.
These nuts. What nuts you don't have?
Hey, you know what's funny is earlier we were talking about like an exhaust stud nut, and I'm telling him that auto parts stores got them, and he's like, "Wait, they got these types of nuts?" And I'm like, "Yeah, these nuts." It was like the only time that phrase has ever been used in non-offensive context.
Haha, hilarious. Okay, yeah, that was so funny.
Okay, cut it out.
Okay, so now what we're doing is we just installed the three. Is it 3 bar or 3.5? I forgot what I got.
Say it again.
I think it was 3.5.
Hey, say it again.
3.5 bar
You
map
know-
sensor or 3-inch. I think it's mine's 3. I think it's mine's a 3 bar. So 3 bar map sensor goes there. The harness is there. It plugs directly. Well, you should get the harness because
Show him the zip tie in your hair.
I'll show you that in a little bit. But yeah, the 3 bar map sensor will not come with a harness. You would have to additionally buy that. Mine came with it because I bought it aftermarket. Not aftermarket, but second hand. So that said, that's inside there. As you guys can see it right there. Everything is ready to go here. We're about to literally put in the turbo now. We're not using these gaskets that came with the BNR Turbo because they're cheaper than the stock ones. I mean, they're good, but they're not as good.
They're basically a multi-layer gasket. They're those are the best cheap gaskets you can get that actually like companies throw in packages. Difference is the OEM gaskets are made out of a specific metal that as it gets hotter and heats up, they actually expand. So that way it reduces any type of exhaust leaks. These, they're prone to fail. I mean, they do their job, but they're not as good as OEM. OEMs last, 50, 100, 150,000 miles. These, you take them on and off one time, they're done.
So that said, we have our gaskets over there, which are the stock OEM ones. These are the ones that were on the car. We went ahead and sprayed them with copper spray.
It's just a liquid gasket pretty much, but it's a copper spray, so
it's like glue and copper mixture that you spray, and we've used it multiple times on turbo gaskets and stuff, and it works great and it seals pretty good. So these are the stock gaskets. These are the new ones. I'm not going to be using these. Like I said, I'm using the stock ones because they're much better than those good aftermarket ones. So we're going to start doing the turbo now. Turbo's ready, already assembled. Everything that we needed to get from the other side of the turbo, from the old turbo, is already
Make
here.
sure you guys put some anti-seize on both all the way down the stud and the bolts, because I mean, these bolts, they're not round, they're oblong, they're ovaled out, they're meant to screw on and lock, and they strip the threads as they screw on.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but they're designed to go on and never come off. So as you can tell, all these came off with the nuts. Getting a nut off is
you're gonna have to
damn near impossible. You're gonna snap them 9 times out of 10 times.
Yeah. So
Like, we got lucky.
we got lucky with one because we needed one extra nut, and we had to pull one of the old bolts and try to get the nut off, because with the new turbo kits, when you get it, you do get your studs, but you don't get nuts.
Yeah, you don't get nuts. I highly recommend, if you're doing a Mazda Speed, even if it's a stock turbo or a BNR, I highly, highly, highly recommend spend the $25, get all new studs and bolts from Mazda. It'll make your life such a breeze.
Well, you won't need studs because the studs come with.
Well,
the
I'm saying OEM turbos don't. The turbo just comes with the turbo. They don't come with new studs.
Oh, if you're doing okay.
Oh, it's stock. Yeah.
A stock replacement.
BNR comes with studs only. Cork Sport comes with studs and nuts. Cork Sport studs and nuts are pretty good. Do not use an impact on them.
Yeah.
All right, do not. These ones, you can get away with it most times. Cork Sport, no go. It'll snap off in the flange. I've done it. Don't do it. Learn from me.
So, that's that. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to show you guys the size differences between the KO4. This is the KO4 on the left, and the BNR obviously on the right.
Other things you want to look at is this casting is a lot less rough, so less turbulence. This one you can see it's rough. It's roughed up. You can feel it. There's a lip on this edge here. It actually comes out. This one is pretty smooth.
But overall, the difference is pretty big.
It's not a huge difference.
It's not a huge difference, but it's like, let's see if I
tell.
can get a bit of shot from the top. Yeah, it's about, I would say, 25-30% difference in size.
Give or take.
Except this one boosts way higher and harder and orgasmic. And he just farted, and that's gross. Okie dokie, so first things first, we already got the turbo in there. What we did, the easiest way possible to put this guy in there is put one of these studs in first onto the turbo. We put this one in.
Keep in mind that the OEM gasket that goes from the turbo to the manifold, it only goes on one way.
Yeah, so you can.
So make sure you test it before you put it on, because you're gonna try to hold it up the turbo and not be able to thread the second or third or fourth bolts in.
So yeah.
What's up?
That said, we put this stud in first, and then the rest of them on. Now they're about to be tightened.
Torque them down to 55, 65 foot-pounds.
So that's what
Crisscross pattern.
There are 4 bolts that hold the turbo onto the exhaust manifold. So those are the bolts. That's how you attach the turbo to the actual car. And then from that point on, we're gonna go under the car and start attaching the downpipe to the actual turbo. Short people problems. What's going? What are you doing, Black?
Tightening Yeah.
How many pounds are the bolts on the...
55 to 65.
So 55
I
to
just
65
do. I honestly do 55, and after the torque wrench clicks, I just go a little bit more.
Those are the downpipe bolts that go into the... Just go on the internet, bro. You know, nobody's gonna come fix their car with you. We're just fucking with you. But anyways, he's tightening the bolts for, what do you call it, the downpipe?
Yeah, I need a longer extension.
So they're about 55 pounds of torquing. And torquing. I went ahead and put my map sensor on my new intake.
No, you didn't.
That's
you fucked it up, and I had to do it.
This fucking guy.
Make sure you guys clean your map sensors with some brake cleaner.
Acetone or brake cleaner. Your map
Brake
sensor.
cleaner is the best because it has pressure.
There you go, brake cleaner.
Make sure you do not use a Q-tip.
Oi, Black, can I freaking talk?
No.
You and your Q-tip up the booty.
I will fuck you up. You want a bolt snapped in here? You want? I'll snap it. I'll snap. Look at that bicep, bro. I'll snap the
What
shit out of
bicep?
it.
Flat as shit.
The
That's
bicep,
fat.
motherfucker. My bicep bigger than your butt cheek. Ho ho ho.
Gay boy.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
Anyways, my old filter is going back onto this car because it's adjustable. It can be 3.5, 3-inch, or 2.5.
God,
so.
you're so fucking gay.
I have to bleep half of the video because you little kids will have cancer from your language, bro.
No, they won't. They'll understand what the car scene is about.
What's it about?
It's about race cars and saying fuck a lot of times. Like,
Or oh shit, when your shit blows.
oh shit, yeah. When you're going down the highway at 120 and your wheel falls off because you got fucking gay ass fake wheels.
Oh man. And my dog is very cool, by the way, guys. Look at that. It's 120 out and she's knocked out. So
Alright, I'm gonna need you to hold that flashlight and get the fuck out my way.
what we're installing right now is the oil feed. There's a gasket, as you can see with my friend right there. He's putting it on. Do not drop the gasket. I will kill you. There's a banjo bolto that goes
Don't touch
on
it.
top. Do not touch. Whatever you do, as my friend says, whatever you do, don't touch it. Because if you touch it, it falls in the turbo, and then that's it. You have a nice day.
No, it ain't gonna fall in the turbo.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a joke. Okay. All right. It was a joke. Nobody laughed. It's okay. So, you know, of course you guys won't be able to see anything right now because this dude has soup. Nope. The gasket is out. Nope.
Hold on, relax.
It's about to fly out. Nope. Go back in. There you go. Push.
Buddy,
Up.
you shut
you
up,
go.
you.
I see it from here, Bill. See, you always gotta watch over guys with fat ass fingers. Look like freaking sausages. So that's it right now. It's going to. He's tightening it and he's torquing it to 100 pounds. Make sure you torque the crap out of it. Actually, how much is it? Like 55?
35.
Again? 35 pounds.
Most of these banjo bolts are like anywhere from I think 27 to 35.
Also, what we already did was the coolant line right there. This is the coolant feed line that goes into your EGR. My EGR is never plugged in because it doesn't need to be plugged in. I hate the EGR. So what we're doing is putting a shield that goes on here that keeps your brake fluid and stuff cool, pretty much. This is the fuel line that went in there.
This is your brake booster
This is a
line?
brake booster line right here, which is gonna go right in there like that.
Oh yeah, she's tight.
Yep, nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
And from that point on, once you have your coolant line, your oil feed line, banjo bolt in, the washer in,
Banjo, not bonjo.
banjo, and your fuel line and your, what is this again? One more time.
Purge valve, purge solenoid valve.
That one. Once all that's in, you're free to clean up this mess here, which is figure out where you're gonna put your ECU. Oh, you gotta put that clip first.
Always gotta use a rubber.
You always gotta use a rubber, guys. Remember that, okay? Always use a rubber, because then you will regret it. It'll rattle, and it'll get wider and wider, and eventually a baby come out. So, that's it. We're not running this car recirc mode anymore, like ever in his life. It's gonna be just fussing and hussing and fussing everywhere. It's gonna do one of those sounds like su 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 su.
That just sounded like some Asian trying to say soup.
Because we're tuned for it. If you're not tuned for it, go recirc. If you're not tuned for it, you're gonna blow your Vengeance. I don't even know what I just said.
Your Vengeance?
Your Vengeance.
Your Vengeance.
This is the wiring for the ECU. I'll show you guys once we install the battery and all this kind of stuff where it's gonna go. Homeboy's about to put this plate on, and then we're gonna put the intake and the battery real quick. Then I'll put you guys back in and show you the masterpiece that we have created here. All right, guys. So now we're draining the coolant fluid. I'm gonna open the cap.
Oh, you gotta warn me, dude.
I told you.
This fucking guy. Full retard. Dude, what the fuck? Stop.
Come on, Blatt.
I'll fucking slap you in your fucking dick. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking retard. Did you open it all the way?
No, it's closed now.
Well, slowly open it, dumbass. Don't fucking go wide open and not tell me. This guy. Slowly.
You said open the cap, Blatt.
Yeah, warn me.
Okay, it's opening.
Slowly.
It's either it goes or it doesn't go. My car leaks, guys.
Go slow. This fucking thing shot out like a pregnant woman taking a piss she's been holding for a road trip. There you go. Hold it there. Keep it open. All the way.
Well, I might as well take the cap off now.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, it's off. Well, not yet. Now it's off.
Hold the cap because we might need to close it.
Why? Is it overfilling?
It might.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. It should hold at least 2 gallons, but...
So, that's how you drain a coolant. There's a bolt, looks like a Phillips, I think it is, on that car. Right?
Yeah, it's just a petcock.
Right there.
Called a
And
petcock.
Petcock cap. That guy. And you pull that one out, and then the coolant squirts everywhere. Make sure you open the cap slowly, because this is what happens if you open really
And then you
fast.
need to squeeze
The reason why we're doing the coolant is because I don't think the coolant has ever been done on this car. So that's kind of, it's looking pretty black. I don't know. But coolant doesn't matter. I mean, it's not about being black or not. It's just about being old. So we're removing it. We're putting new coolant. And I showed you guys in the beginning of the video of what coolant we're putting in. So we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna do oil change. Okay, bros, as TJ Gayboy Hunt says, let me wipe this camera.
FTP!
FTP, so we just put the charge pipe. We just put the charge pipe onto the car. Look at that, nice and shiny red.
AKA TJ needs energy drink anonymous.
Yeah. So yeah, Monster, if you're watching this video, you should sponsor me. I got 150 subscribers. That said,
Monster's gonna send you a tampon and tell you to cry a river.
boy, check out that beast. That's gonna make a lot of su sounds. We're tightening up all the clamps right now for that, and we already drained all the fluids, as you guys can see in the bottom. We're now gonna try to assemble, well, not assemble, but put together the battery, see how we're gonna figure it out. I'll show you guys in the video. And yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted. All right, guys, next thing, after we've pretty much plugged in everything, boost controller time. We're gonna hook up all the hoses that go to the controller. There's a diagram that you have to follow. Every boost controller has its own, so make sure you guys Google your diagram how to actually wire your boost controller. So yeah, this is ours. If you have a Cobb, show them the picture, bro.
No.
Don't secrets. Show them the picture, bro. Can I have the picture, please? The people want to see. Blatt. This guy. Okay, guys, he doesn't want to show you
This
his
is
diagram.
how we do it at our shop, so I can't show it.
Okay. Look up the diagram on Google. Whoa! Alright, about to hook it up real quick. Look up the diagram literally online about every single boost controller. You should be able to get it and install it very easily. So that's done. The clip goes directly in here, right there, like that. Goes directly into your boost controller. sneak peek. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. After the boost controller being hooked up, now is intake time. This is the intake we have. As I mentioned before, it could be a HTP or a JBR. If you guys know, hit me up in the comments below. I think it's HTP, but the guy that I got off of told me it was a JBR, so I don't know. My tuner though asked me what kind it is because he needed to know, and I told him I don't know. And then he asked me, is it a full-on pipe, no couplers, nothing? And I said yes. What? So that means that from all the way from the turbo all the way up to the filter is it one pipe? And I said yes. And he never replied and asked me if with the actual type or kind. So I'm assuming it's one of the two. So we'll see. I'll probably ask him and let you guys know. But if you guys know what kind of intake this is, let me know. It's a 3.5, that's all I know. And this is the air straightener that it has. Looks like a honeycomb. Alright, boys and one girl. Because I think only one chick watches my channel. Look how many extra bolts I got. These
Don't lose those, bro.
Yeah, we need those too. So, everything's connected. Very nicely in there.
Can you give me that nut?
Nut, that's where my ECU is. We're gonna see if the box will fit.
The box will fit.
I don't know if the ECU on the side will though. So.
ECU doesn't, it has to come off.
Yeah. So ECU we're gonna get relocated right now. Might go on top of the battery, might not. I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do. But anyways, this is how it looks here. Quite a bit of space to put anything, pretty much. I mean, you can go racing battery and do like super slicky, but
yeah, you can go Odyssey PC 680. They're literally this big, and they're only $100. They're fucking awesome.
Whatever this guy said. Other than that, everything looks clean here. We're just gonna put the battery back in, connect everything, and it's gonna be awesome. Alright, so battery tray is in. We have relocated the ECU, which is right there.
Mate.
Right, mate. It fits perfecto right there. I'm gonna see if I can find some kind of a blankie or something to put over the ECU connectors. So he's putting in the battery right now, where it was before. You could leave the ECU still on this side where it used to be, but it's hitting the intake, so it's not very good position to put it. Most people put it right in front of the battery tray like that and just 2-zip ties. It holds it in place really good. It's not going anywhere. So now we're just reconnecting all my gay wiring for like every single power supply thingy that I needed.
Because you're a fucking ricer.
What is it for?
Halos, demon eyes,
Halos.
fucking sign in the back that says I'm gay, honk if you want to date me. I don't know, a couple more things.
Wait, don't screw it. There's this one, bro. This one we have to figure something out. Where's the thing for it?
This one goes here.
Oh, okay. We're good then.
So good.
So for those of you that are doing this on your cars and you're moving your ECU to the front of your battery, this is what you should do, man. Seriously, this is like the legitest possible way. Look at how flush everything is. It looks like it's OEM and stuff. So it used to be here, right? You're giving yourself hella extra space there. So actually your car can breathe better or whatever, da-da-da-da. But look at that. I mean, you put the stock cap on top of it. You drill a hole through the plastic here. You drill a hole to the plastic here, and you just zip tie it to the first hole on the ECU there and there. And that thing is not going nowhere. And then your battery tray closes perfectly as well. Check that out. That looks freaking sick and clean, and it's like factory.
And that's stuffed full of 15 extra wires.
Yeah. So now what we are going to do is not install that. That's going away. That actually needs to get powder coated red, so that's gonna get powder coated then put back on.
Don't make it red, make it black. It'll look nicer black.
Probably
Too
gonna
much
be red.
red. Too much red.
No, it's gonna be red for sure because my engine cover is gonna be black, and that's gonna look sick. Red,
And then your intake
black.
manny will be red.
Huh?
Your intake manny will be red.
Yeah.
Spray that when we do your valves and everything.
Yeah, an intake manual will probably be red. Everything will be red except this will be black, so it'll stand out. It'll be a line like this that's standing out. So it's gonna look pretty good. By the way, I already have another engine cover that says Mazda Speed on it. It's already cut out at the machine shop. I just have to pick it up. It'll be done probably tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. that said, everything's done. I have a dual port blow-off valve from Turbo Smart. So that means it has a port on the left, port on the right, which goes into your recirc usually. So if you're doing VTA and you told your tuner you're going to do VTA, meaning vent to atmosphere, you would have to pop both of these out. There's a cap on this side of mine, and there's that one that's open as well. And if my phone decides to focus today, maybe we can show you. So yeah, that's that. Everything's done. Coolant is not in yet. Like I said, we're going to start the car first. We're going to go ahead and flash the ECU now. Start the car, let all the coolant come out, then fill it up with coolant, and then start the car and get it all, you know, bled so there's no air bubbles in the coolant system. And that's it. Car's done. Hopefully it drives good. We're going to have to do a couple of pulls and stuff, but that's not going to happen until nighttime because it's really hot in Vegas. And yeah.
Alright guys, so we just flashed the map onto the access port. If you guys are unfamiliar with that,
First
look
position,
it up.
Right? Oh, not yet.
Second key position. Anyway, download Access Port Manager, YouTube it, whatever, Google it. Alright guys, so we just flashed the map onto the access port. If you guys are unfamiliar with that,
First
look
position,
it up.
Right? Oh, not yet.
Second key position. Anyway, download Access Port Manager, YouTube it, whatever, Google it.
Okay, we go.
So you're gonna click back. Let me zoom in. You're gonna go down to the fourth option for tune, and make sure the car is in the second key position. So the last one before it turns on.
And it says change map.
Change map. You'll see it's gonna say PD.
And then whoever your tuner is gonna say your.
Yeah. So
your
it's gonna
map
say your
minus-
name, your map, turbo, whatever. It's PD for purple drink. So we're gonna flash that on. Access port has new options. Those are only for access port tunes. So for example, hit OK. Just forget about that.
Do not turn off vehicle or unplug the access port. Please wait while the access port flashes the ECU.
And I highly, highly, highly suggest you do not touch anything. Don't touch the key. Don't touch the access port. Don't breathe. Don't fart. Don't sneeze.
Yeah.
Because the second that cable gets disconnected while it's still showing a percentage, you're fucked. You got to take the car to Mazda, pay $300 for ECU reflash, and try this all over again. Turn it off.
Alright guys, so car started perfectly fine. Access port worked perfectly fine as well. It sounded pretty badass. Much louder than before. So running for about a minute without any coolant and with the plug open. And everything should have drained. Whatever drained. Now we're just going to refill it back up with coolant and add the additive to the car. And that's pretty much it. The car should be good to go from there with the base map. And then the tuning process begins. Alright guys, hopefully I'm in focus because like I said, I was filming on the phone the whole situation here that we did. So we're officially done. Everything is done in the car. The car started perfectly fine. The tune went on perfectly fine. We bled the coolant on the car. Everything is good. Temperatures go down. The thermostat turns on. The fan turns on. So that's all good. It's a little bit smoky in the engine bay because of all the coolant spill that was on there and stuff like that. So it's just gonna burn away eventually. So that's that. The bumper is back on. I don't know if you guys can see. The car is flawless as of now. There's gonna be a lot more to the tuning process, so that's gonna take some time. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, I'm sorry that I'm filming on my iPhone, but I forgot my camera, and next video is gonna be back to normal with the high quality and everything like that. So hope you guys can hear me well as well. I think where the mostly it's gonna lack in this video is probably the sound, so we'll see what happens. I'll try to work on it when I do the editing. Other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So much more coming on to the car. This is not the end of it, and to my friend's car as well. So just stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more content. Please give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And if you have any comments, please drop them below in the description, or below the description, wherever the comment section is. And yeah, so please stop by the other videos so you guys can check those out as well. There's a lot of how-tos on this specific car, and also my friend's car, and just in general there's going to be a lot of how-to videos and a lot of different kind of videos about cars. Later on we're moving on to something else, a different project, so I'll let you guys know about that later. Other than that, if you guys want to grab yourself a hat like this, the Mazda, you can go ahead and do that. On the description, there's going to be a link of where you can get all your merch. There's a shirt that I'm wearing right here. This is all my own designs, so don't go copy it. This is my own designs on the shirt. If you guys want to grab those, I have them from Gen 1, Gen 2, Mazda Speeds. We have them for Mazda Speed 6 as well. Gen 2 actually has 2 types of shirts. They're going to be, I'll probably put like a little picture right here and one right there in the video as well, so you guys can check those out. There are 2 different kind of designs. One have the GV grill, the other one does not. It's the stock looking Gen 2 car. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, smash the thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget, what's behind you doesn't matter. See ya.